Ketogenics, Elbflanor. Man, my bad if I pronounce that stuff wrongly, but at least you're here. That's important. Uh, go to the bio. All right, folks. I promise I'm going to give shout out to mostly all of you, but let me just set up everything, then I will start giving shout outs and stuff like that. I know you guys like it. I like it too. All right. Give me a couple seconds. We're going to start. If people receive all my notifications. I mean, there's so many people, man. I don't know. So many. Whatever. Folks are going to follow it either way. All right. So we start. Simple, fellas and folks. My name is Pablo Jose Ruiz Varga. This is the P Alpha Music podcast. Today's topic is going to be very interesting. I'm going to give a couple shout outs to those people that are starting to connect, and that way we all happy, right? We're going to be all happy. So shout out to Jake Mola, Lucia Oat Music, Aaron Vox Music as well. That's in my Instagram. Albert Flanor, Ketogenics, Composer Contemporary, Toronto 90, Aaron, my friend, great violin player, Joaquin Com Music, so Alexandria. Oh my goodness. And Macy Spencer's the Hayfest. A lot of names, man. A lot of names. I'm trying to do my best here. All right. So I give my introductions. Like I said, my name is Paulo Jose Ruiz Varga. I'm the host of the P Alpha Music podcast. Hopefully, y'all know what's up. All right. So make sure that you listen to the podcast, give it a share, a like, and a different platform. That way, you help the platform to grow up, and other people just reach out to the message. Very good. And make sure that you sign up and donate to the podcast. That way, you can help the platform not only for today but for the future. We're going to really appreciate it. And very important, make sure that you sign up. For those that are on Facebook, all my information are in the description. The sign up link and the donation link. They're both in the description. And those on Instagram, they have all the information in my link in my bio. All right. So let me see. And for those that are in Puerto Rico, stay tuned because I have a concert December the 8th. So there's going to be a lot of things going on there. I'm going to play 2 piano concertos with an orchestra. Make sure that you tune in to what's going to happen, all right? So 2 piano concerto, Beethoven the 4th and McDowell the 2nd. Okay, I'm going to play those 2 piano concertos with an orchestra, and hopefully everything goes well and smooth. Shout out to Camby. So today, I'm not going to stay more than 30 minutes because I have a couple clients I have to meet and stuff like that. But hopefully, we don't need none of that. Okay. Hopefully, the message is straight. And you guys, if you guys have any question, just type it in, and hopefully, we're going to keep it together, huh? And let me see. Today's topic: obstacles are just an opportunity to grow up. Yes, that's the topic for today. For those that are starting to tune in, I mostly do motivational stuff, right? I'm a musician, but I do motivational stuff. So mainly regarding that area, right? I know a lot of artists, we just go through a lot of stuff. Our mind is all over the place. We want to keep it together, but for some reason, a lot of stuff going on in our head. So we need to figure out what the hell is going on. So I'm just one voice. Try to figure out this thing and hopefully to work out whatever is in my head as well. I'm not superhuman. I'm just a regular, normal guy. All right? All right. So let's get into it. Obstacles are just an opportunity to grow. Okay? Just an opportunity to grow. What is that, man? An obstacle. Obstacle is something that just it came in front of you and you don't know what to do. You just froze and you don't know what to do. You just throw everything away and you say, you know what? This is it. I'm not going to move from here because this thing is not letting me move on. All right? That's an obstacle, right? It's something that you just confronted and you don't know what to do. Right? It's one type of obstacle, right? You have that one that it's a problem you don't want to resolve and you just throw it away and you say, you know what? I'm not, I don't want to do it. Right? The thing is that that type of obstacle is more, it's just the obstacle that you need in life to just make sure that you just go to the next level. But I'm going to touch on that subject later. The other obstacle that you have is the one that you already have the solution to that problem. You have the solution already, and for some reason you don't want to go forward with the solution. You have the problem, you have the solution. The only thing that you have to do is just take action, right? For example, you have a composition. This is from a perspective as a musician. You have a composition, you want to finish it. You know the money's there. You know that composition. Listen, that composition can be your masterwork or masterpiece of your lifetime. But for some reason, you don't want to just proceed putting down all the notes in the computer. Yeah, you just left it there. You have the solution. You have all everything, but you just say, you know what? I'm not going to go through this because I'm very tired. I will do it tomorrow. All right. So all these are just type of obstacles, right? Then you have this other obstacle, which is your mind, right? Your mind has this obstacle where it just get you into a state and tells you, you know what? I'm not good enough. I'm not even worthy enough to even do this. Why do I want to do this? I don't deserve it. See, that's another obstacle. The good thing is that all these obstacles are derived by the same problem. Shout out to Guesty. Are derived from the same problem, right? And the problem is lack of belief, right? Lack of belief of getting the results and be open to success, right? And I will tell you something. This is going to sound kind of weird, but success and being a successful person is very scary, and that by itself can create an obstacle in your life. It sounds crazy, but it's true. A lot of people, they just get scared for the fact that the responsibility that comes after being a successful person, it made an obstacle to you even proceed to take action. As weird as it sounds, that's how it goes. I remember I was listening to Jack Black. For those folks that don't know him, is a Hollywood actor. He's a musician from Tenacious D. He was telling a story about how he never knew, he thought that he never had talent to sing, right? So he go to an audition and they told him, hey, can you sing a line from something, right? And he sang. The moment he sang, he realized that he has a Lamborghini inside of him. But all this time, he didn't believe in himself. So he created an obstacle. The simple obstacle was that he didn't believe in himself. Obstacle could be an illness. You're sick, or for some reason you broke up with your girlfriend, with your boyfriend, whatever. You can't move forward. You can't. You simply can't. You want to move forward, but something's holding you down. See, the problem is that To move forward, you have to move to the side and just go by the rock that is holding you down, right? Or just lift the rock and just move forward. But the thing is, that rock is kind of heavy, or it could be big. Maybe the rock is so big that you have to really walk around to it. But you know that the solution can really make you go beyond that obstacle. Listen, folks. Listen, folks. It sounds easy for the microphone. See, I have a microphone and now it sounds kind of easy, right? Or it's not. Don't get me wrong. All these things are not easy. A lot of these things require self accountability, right? Not only self accountability, but it requires a little bit of digging of who you are, right? A lot of these processes about identifying who you are. What do you do? What do you want to become? Or what do you want to become not only in the future but today? Shout out to the don't forget about your list. I love that guy. Always in the podcast, man. Nice shout out, man. So becoming that person you want to be, you have to go through a lot of these obstacles. Obstacles that not only require a physical, right? A physical interference, but requires a lot of self-development, right? A lot of it. So what do we do? We have to confront the reality that we need to fix those problems. Obstacles are just an opportunity to become a better of yourself. Don't see them as a bad thing because they're not. Okay? And that's a problem from the school system. The school system told you that an obstacle and failure are things that should never occur in your lifetime. Everybody, you fail, that means you're a failure. No, 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 no. You have to fucking fail to be better. There's no gain without pain. You have to go through all this stuff, man. I go to the gym. I hate doing leg day. Listen, I hate doing leg day, but I need to do it. The obstacle is here. The obstacle is in my mind. I hate to do them, but I know that to be better in my physical attributes, I need to hit my legs. See, and the logical side of it is if I can just overcome this, that means that every time that emotion or not wanted to do something, right? I'm going to be a winner when that mindset comes in because I already know what kind of emotion is that emotion that is stopping me to even go further. Shout out to Metro, great guy. Salute you to. I salute Metro, great person, great guy, love music. Mind over power, mind over matter. Yeah, mind over matter. You will be, listen, we all have that Lamborghini inside of us. Always. We have that Lamborghini. Right? We have to recognize that. But to get that Lamborghini, right? You have to go through a lot of hoops, right? You have to go through a lot of hoops. Because if that was not the case, listen, if that was not the case, everyone would do it. Everyone would do it. Why not? It's like Les Brown says, this is the generation of consciousness, right? Because now we don't have to worry about a lot of things that back in the day in the 90s in the 70 or even the 60, people have time to worry. Now we have more time to work with this guy. But here's the problem. Because now problems are much, much different, right? Now this guy right here, because it's a set of information, is getting crazier. Listen, there's no enemy within that the enemy outside can do you no harm. Every time that you have an obstacle, it's an opportunity to be better. There's a comfort zone. Comfort zones need to be hit. That means that you have to push further. You want to be better, you have to make sure your standards are much higher. And that's the hardest thing ever. Because when you think that you have a standard very high, right? Guess what? It's not that high. So you reach that pinnacle, and then you realize you go travel a different part of the world. You notice that there's people just climbing like 3 times the standard you already had, even when you even thought about traveling. So you have to really, really push yourself to even go beyond. And the way that you do it is just moving beyond those obstacles. Everything is surrounded by the obstacles. And to get rid of those obstacles, you need to have a healthy mindset, right? Healthy mindset to realize and to be honest that I need to fix those problems. I need to confront those problems. So now that a lot of things are going on and you're surrounded, obstacles could be drinking. Obstacle could be a relationship. Obstacle could be the food that you eat. Obstacle could be masturbation. Obstacle could be a lot of things, folks. Obstacle could be I hate to practice in the morning. I hate to practice this and the other. I have to just sit down on the computer. I hate to even send emails. Obstacle could be all that stuff. But you know that you need to tackle those things. So why are you not doing it? This is the area where I like to touch about. Personal responsibility. Personal responsibility is the thing that really tackle those things. Now here's another one. To be personal, to be responsible and have accountability, that's another muscle that you have to develop. And please don't go to the river and then just jump right to the deepest side of the river. No, don't do that. Just touch the river, to the side of the river, just have a feel of it. Okay? But see, it goes from one level to the next one, and the next one, and the next one, and the next one. Listen, now I'm working with venues, but I never even thought about making concert myself. You know what? I had to start somewhere. My obstacle was fear. I had fear to even start doing concerts myself. Doing concerts for myself, making everything go and run smoothly, it was an obstacle. I confronted an obstacle, and I wanted to just go straight to the problem. You know what? I managed it. And still to this day, my body's telling me, Paulo, don't do it. Why are you doing it? You're wasting your time. And I'm like, no, man, this is not how it works. You don't tell me what to do. I tell you what to do. All this has a process. All this, as an artist, has to be considered. Your instrument is just a reflection of who you are, right? So it's like the sword and the swordsman. They have to become one, right? But then if you're not corrected here, the moment of battle, right, your sword will be the one killing you. So that's happened with your instrument as well. There's a reflection in who you are. That reflection has to be clear even before you produce the first sound. And you know what's the interesting thing? It's something that never stops. It's something that never stops. Huh? I like to go through a lot of these topics because I met a lot of people around my community. And interesting enough, I'm not a drinker, but sometimes I give myself, space to drink a cup of beer, a little bit of wine. A wine will do it for me, and we start talking about these things. And a lot of people really want to really get engaged on these topics. Listen, this is a very rough scene, and a lot of these has to be with this guy right here. Shout out to Wilma, just connected on Facebook. Thank you, Jake Miller. Thank you so much. I will see you around. So, identify your obstacles. Make sure you have a list of those, and always write it down. I don't care if you think you're the smartest person ever. No, write it down. You have to really make sure that all these things are as close as possible to be concrete. Shout out to Wilma, great friend. Hey, make sure y'all go to Wilma LeBron. He's a great guy. He's really getting his YouTube channel, his music out there. I love him. And for those folks on Facebook, make sure that you go to his private page and send him a friend request. He's a great guy. Also in the Instagram, probably have an Instagram running around there. So Wilmer, nice to see you, man. So yeah, going back to the topic. Listen, folks, we only have one life. I don't know if you're a Christian or whatever. I don't know what you believe. I don't know what you do. But really, think about your purpose, man. You have a purpose. You have something to share. You have something. We need you to succeed. We need you to succeed. We need you to really be the best of yourself. We need it. We cannot let you go by without that even happening. We need you, man. Ladies and gentlemen, we need you to be the best of yourself. For a simple reason. People need to see you. People need to really see the best of yourself. That's how we follow. If we see that you are the best version of yourself, we would like to be like you. Showed us how to go through the hardest thing ever in your life. Showed us. Give us some advice. Be part of the community. You'll be amazed at a lot of things that you wanted to do years and you thought it was very hard. Guess what? It wasn't even half of what you were thinking. Of course, you have that obstacle in your mind. You say, you know what, man, I'm not going to do this because I'm scared. My fear. When I have this, I will even think about it when I go to the gym, or I just buy this, or I just buy the other thing. That's not the case, man. And I think I spoke about this couple episodes ago regarding perspective versus reality. Listen, there's a difference between a perspective and a reality. Perspective is what you think is going on. Reality is what really is going on. And you will be amazed how far are you from reality. Very far. Very far. The only way that you can really experience something if you take action and be a character of that event. That's it. There's no other way around. You wanted to go to Europe, but you're scared of airplane. Listen, you know we're never going to visit Europe. That's what it is. The only way you can get to Europe is by plane. Or if you want to just go to the ship, you just wait a couple days. But man, listen, listen. Your body's telling you something. Your body's telling you something. And if you still 55 and you're still thinking about, oh man, I wish, or I want it, it's your body telling you something. The fact that you're still thinking about it, just your body telling you something. Hey, we should just took care of this thing like 25 years ago. Maybe it's time to just really get it down. The power of the mind, man. The power of the mind. I didn't like to read. All of a sudden, I started reading. I got obsessed with reading. Reading is the only way where you get to your spirit. It's the closest thing that you can get to your spirit. Reading. You read 60 books of your material in a year, you become a master at what you do. It sounds easier. Try to read 60 books in a year. You will get crazy. It's very hard. Because if you're not used to reading, when you start reading, your mind's going to start hurting like crazy. All of a sudden, you just read that sentence and you don't know what the hell the sentence means. That's how crazy it is. 60 books. That's what it all takes. That's what really takes. You read 60 books, all of a sudden you become kind of master in what you do. But try to even read one book and see what happens. Your mind will just be crushed. People, ladies and gentlemen, let's get it together. Let's get it together. Let's make things happen. The better you make sure that you really, really, really go beyond those obstacles, the better for you, the better for the family, and the better for those people that you really care. It will be your family, your wife, your husband. Do it for them. Okay? Do it for them. Always think about those people that you really care. Have your wife very clear. And see what happens. All right, folks. All right. This was the PA Alpha Music Podcast. This is your host, Pablo Jose Ruiz Vargas. For those that came in a little bit late, that's fine. We got it together. At least you came, which is very important. For those that are on Facebook, make sure that you go to the description for the signing up and donations. Make sure you put a little bit of donation. We're going to really appreciate it. For those that are in the Instagram, for information regarding signups, donation, all the links are in the bio. So make sure you go to the bio, donate a little bit. I'm going to really appreciate it. And for those that are in YouTube as well, let me see. Everything, all the information is going to be again in the description. That's the train. I live in Brooklyn. This is reality for New York. There's nothing I can do. There's nothing I can do. That's part of my life now. This is Brooklyn, but I love it. I love it. All right, folks. So this was the PA Alpha Music, episode number 33. Obstacles are just opportunities to get better. That's what it is, right? Sign up, donate. We're going to appreciate it. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.